Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is George. I'm here with Franco. This is Trading Futures Live, where we trade futures live every single day, live in front of the camera. We show you our winners, we show you our losers. And real quick, trading is inherently risky and can result in the loss of capital, so please do not copy our trades or take any of our trades. We're here for educational purposes only. With that, let's go ahead and get right into it. We already did a little pre-market analysis video a few minutes ago. A quick recap. Today in the news at 9:30, we have Powell testifying at Senate hearings. And then at 2 p.m., we have Biden speaking. That was added yesterday afternoon, that he was going to be speaking today at 2 p.m. I believe it's on inflation and high gas prices. So even though it's a yellow folder, it does have to do with the economy, so I would consider it a little bit more important than just a yellow folder. So something to be aware of in the afternoon at 2 p.m. And again, we have Powell testifying at 9:30 today and at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Again, if we look at the markets overnight, they're all down about 1.5%. The four major indexes I have here to the left, they're all down in the overnight. They have all broken yesterday's range. They are all below, well, currently they're not all below yesterday's range, but they all have tested yesterday's low and broken it. We have gold is up. Gold is up since the London session. Gold shot up. It's above yesterday's close. We have bond yields dropping considerably. And the dollar. The dollar is back to basically yesterday's close. It was up in the Asian session and then dropped back down in the London session. And let's go ahead and take a look at the ES. If you take a look at the ES on the weekly, we are still inside of last week's candle. We had a pullback yesterday, and so far we've retraced the majority of the pullback and are back to this week's open. If we break the lows of the weekly candle, I'm going to be targeting this 35.68 area. I don't think it would make it all the way down here on this Fibonacci retracement level all the way down to the 33.72 this week, but certainly I would be targeting the 35.68 level there. If we go ahead and take a look at the daily, like I said, it broke yesterday's low and is back into Friday's or tested Friday's levels, but we're still inside of this large candle from Thursday, the drop from Thursday. We have not broken outside of that range yet. If we go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute, I have my pre-market resistance that happened here at 8 o'clock. The highs off of this drop-based drop right there. And I have the overnight lows as my pre-market support. The next levels after that to the upside, really I'm looking at the highs from yesterday. And below that, I'm looking at the lows from Monday and the lows from Friday and Thursday down here. So, as usual, if we break out above and hold with confirmation from the internals, I'm going to be looking to get long. If we break out but we show signs of weakness with confirmation from the internals, I'm going to be looking to get short. Same thing to the downside. If we break down with confirmation from the internals, I'm going to try and get short. But if we start to show some strength after the breakout as a potential false breakout, I'll look to get long with confirmation from the internals. If you're new here, the internals for me are the advanced decline line that I have here on my trading view chart. I have the advanced decline for the ES, for the NYSE here to the left, the ADDQ to the right, and then I have the tick charts for each of them, the NYSE tick as well as the tick Q for the Nasdaq. And these are the internals that I watch to help me confirm the trend and the move. And so also if we go down to the 5-minute, you'll see here I have the volume profile from the overnight. The darker area is the high volume area, as well as this dotted line is the point of control so far on the day, the POC. And so we are inside a value area right now, and we'll be waiting to see if it picks a direction. If price breaks out above the value area, we're going to want to be long. If price breaks below, we'd like to be short. But if it rotates back in, we'll try and take it back up to the opposing level. And that's going to be my pre-market scenarios for the morning. What are you looking at, Franco?
I'm neutral bearish, but not very bearish. Like I do acknowledge that the market is dropping a lot on the overnight, but for me, like I said in the pre-market video, is a story about the dollar. So I want to see what the dollar goes the rest of the morning for me to determine my direction. As of right now, since the London Open, the dollar has only what it has done is just drop, and the market has been recovering the drop, right? So I want to see the dollar is in a very sensitive area right now, and the market is bouncing back up a little bit, right? So I want to see very patiently what the internal tells me, and I do have a couple of areas in NQ for the overnight, like 500 or 525 around there, but I want to wait for the internals to tell me the move. That's what I'm looking at, and we are 30 seconds to the bell. My risk today is $480 per trade. I had a red day yesterday, -1. It's not a big deal, but today I want to be overly cautious and try to take high expectancy, high probability trades.
Yes, if anything here, we are trying to be very patient, wait for our setup, and execute that trade. We're not trying to take any trade, we're trying to execute on our trade plan. And so yesterday I didn't take any trades. I didn't have any setup that I personally am any good at executing, so I didn't have any setups or entries to get in, and so I didn't take any trades. And like I said in yesterday's video, that's quite an accomplishment, believe it or not.
R2Y is the weakest one, no doubt.
And NQ is, I would say, the strongest right now, followed by the ES, then the YM, and trailing behind the Russell. If we take a look at the internals, they have opened fairly negative, -2,500 for the advanced decline. For the Nasdaq, the NYSE advanced decline is in the -2,000 area, and the tick charts all opened up at extreme negatives. That's very expected, with the markets all opening down about 1.5%. They're down about 1% now. 1% for the ES, 0.76 for the NQ, down 1.15 for the RTY, and 1% for the YM. So the tick chart's showing quite a bit of strength. We've got a strong breakout. With a ton of volume for me. Got the advanced declines going up as well. Like to see if this holds. Again, my scenarios, if it breaks above the pre-market resistance here and holds with confirmation or confluence with the internals, I'm going to try and get long. So not only have we broken out strongly, we've also broken this level right here. Continuing to push. Got 2 minutes left in this 5 minute. See if this gives me see if this gives us a pullback to try and get into this trade.
There's no enough information for me from the internals as yet.
Yeah.
But I do have 11,484. I do like 11,484 to 65. 484 to 65. Let's see. I had 25. It was my supply pre-market. I remember I do not take pre-market. All right, we got one new 3 minute candle in 1 minute.
All right, we've got a new 5 minute as well. A solid breakout, but a strong pullback at the end of that 5 minute candle. I'd like for this area here to hold. Like for this area to hold, and if I get the right price action, I may be long. I'd like to see some more strength from this tick chart for the NYSE. The advanced decline is steadily moving up, but we are going to stay patient.
Let's see if we can buy this dip. Just need the tick chart to stay there and give me the entry. So 84 is working. So far, I didn't have the right signal in the internals. The tick chart was dipping too much. Let's see if I have an entry right here. Next 7 minutes it will open in 30 seconds, so just plenty of time.
How's your volume? Mine is strong.
No. 20 more seconds. It's gonna be similar to yesterday though. It's gonna be similar to yesterday. Yeah. A bit lower than yesterday, but not by much. For those who are suffering of FOMO, remember that the market always gives you another entry. We don't need to chase. What we need is just to have a plan, sound plan, and execute. And I say that because I had a 484, it's working.
One minute left in this next 5 minute. I do like that the tick chart on the NYSE made a new high there. It did not on the tick Q though. Getting a strong pullback right now on the tick charts, showing signs of weakness. And we're not getting any follow through from this next 5 minute candle, so I'm going to be cautious getting into a long, and if this continues to show more weakness, I might be taking this down.
Powell is speaking though. We might have
chop for a while.
Not chop, but big swings. A lot of volatility.
So new 5 minute.
All right, dollar continues to drop. Right, it hasn't broken any of the areas created yesterday, but the sensitive level for me is around 104.24. Is at 104.30, so it's fairly close. Let's see if the dollar bounces from here. We might have a even more negative market today.
All right, showing signs of weakness, making essentially new lows on the tick chart. See if this advanced decline continues its rollover. Price is certainly flattened out here after breaking out above.
Tick chart is not making new highs, at least in the NQ. And we had the ADQD retracing, so that's perfect for the long.
Now we're making new highs on the NYSE tick. As price starts to push up. See if we make a new high here. Confirming this bullish move with a breakout above the pre-market resistance.
Yeah, it hasn't broken the 525 line that I have there.
We did gap down from yesterday's close. And we have a gap here.
Well, the 3 minute does not look good to go long. Let's see what the market gives us. We haven't broken the 84 line.
$30 in this 15-minute candle, the first 15 of the market open.
There you go, we're breaking.
New 15, closing very bullish. I'm going to see how I get into this long. I'm going to wait for this 2-minute candle to close. See if I get some type of pullback. New highs. Tick chart continues to make new highs. We're getting pushes on the advanced decline.
Dollar continues to push lower.
See if we get a pullback. I'd like to put a limit order here at 37.35. But if we I'm going to be putting a buy stop limit above. Whichever one fills first, I will be in. What I don't want to see is the tick chart making any new lows. I like to just see it continue to make new highs. The advanced decline continue to go up.
And Q almost recovered the whole move overnight. We're just minus 30%, minus 0.30%.
Alright, it tested that high, did not fill. 2 minutes left in this 5 minute. And again, like I said, I do not want to see this tick chart making new lows.
Powell just said that they will keep raising rates until inflation just breaks down. So
we are strongly committed to bringing inflation back down, and we are moving expeditiously to do so.
that's not very positive for the market.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Now what the dollar's doing, again, for me, the dollar. Now we had a 5-minute green candle on the dollar. The second one is still green. If I get a higher, I break out on the dollar on the 5-minute candle, I will start looking for shorts with the internals here. We're about to do that.
Oh, what in the world? All right, I'm in this, pulled back to 37.50. My ATM strategy was not correct, so I need to make some adjustments here. I'm going to take 2 contracts out at 1-to-1. I'm going to take 4 contracts out at 2-to-1. Oh, let's just add another one then. And we'll leave the remaining two up here at 4 to 1. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. All right, perfect. So I have the overnight high as my final target, essentially, or yesterday's high, not the overnight high. Let's see if we can get to T1. I need a break to a new high, and that'll get to T1. There we go. See what the internals are doing. I was very happy to see this tick not make a new low there, and since then it gave the push down for me to get into the trade, and it shot up to a new high. So a fairly good sign for this trade. Love to see it get to 2 to 1 so that I can move my stop to break even. I don't move my stop until I get to 2 to 1. I like to give my trades plenty of room, so I am still risking about $150 in this trade, $200 in this trade. So I'm risking half an hour still in this trade. My original risk was $400, but taking 2 contracts off at 1 to 1 has now reduced my risk in half. Nice. All right. That is T2. So
nice trade.
That is already 1 hour locked in. And let's see if we can continue to get a push. I don't know what Powell is saying right now, but keep saying it. Keep saying it.
We broke the overnight.
On the NQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't yet on the ES. And my target's just above that. So 5 minutes left in this first 30 minutes. I have my last 2 contracts up there, but I'm going to split that up as we get closer to the close of this first 30 minutes. I do not need the next 30 minutes to just retrace this whole candle and stop me out. I will take 1 contract off with like 1 or 2 minutes left, so we're just gonna wait that out and see. But I woke up with another headache today. I think I woke up dehydrated because Franco doesn't give me any water here.
Sure. Bro, I gave you half a bottle. You have it there. You still have it there.
Franco yells at me because I don't drink enough water. He's right.
Now NQ is finally positive though. ES still lagging.
Yeah. They're all lagging, but they have all NQ is the leader, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. NQ's in positive territory. ES is lagging behind, still negative 0.25%, followed by the YM at negative 0.5% and the RTY at negative 0.75%. So 3 minutes left in this 30 minutes. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the central bank will keep raising interest rates to tame inflation following the steepest hike in almost 3 decades. I'm surprised that the market's going up on that news, because in his statement last week after the rate hike, he commented that the 75 basis points would be unlikely to see that very often moving forward. But this seems to me to be the most aggressive commentary from him.
He said also that the economy is very strong and it can handle the rate hikes.
Sure.
That's what he said.
All right, guys, like I said, I'm going to take another contract off now. We've got a minute 30 left. It did not get to 3-to-1, which is where I have this one contract. But with 1 minute left, I'm just going to drag this down to try and get filled.
The dollar is retracing back up.
Let's see if we can get a push to fill that last contract. If not, I'm just going to hit the sell button with a few seconds left. There was a ton of volume in that last push up, and then we've kind of gone sideways from there, so 20 seconds. Let's see if we get a push to the top of this candle. Alright, I took another contract off. That's 1.5 hour basically locked in. I'm going to move my stop up to break even and let the rest of this trade play out. As you guys have heard me say plenty in the past, I hate new 30-minute candles. Fortunately, I'm up enough that I don't have to worry too much about the volatility of it. If I get stopped out, that's likely because the market's reversing and coming down, which is fine. What I don't want is to just it to drop, stop me out, and then continue in my direction. So that's why I don't like taking trades close to any I don't want to call them higher time frame candles, but let's call them intermediate candle time frames. 30-minute, 1 hour, even the 15-minute I'm not a huge fan of. Let's check on the internals. Yeah, that's a strong push down from the tick chart. Starting to see a slight reversal on the advanced decline, but it would need to break that trend line for me to consider it to be actually reversing right now. So we're going to same on the NQ there.
I do have 604.50 for the short. see if we can get a it's gonna have to be the next 7 minutes, so I'm 3 minutes out.
All right, and this is exactly why I took one contract off at that 30-minute candle close, because new 30-minute candles, and it's also basically an hourly candle, but it's the first 30 minutes of the market, could definitely reverse from there. So I'm not going to overstay my welcome in this trade. MQ is back to negative after a short stint in positive territory. Let's see if we have any updates on what Powell has been saying. Wow.
What?
Senator Warren to Jerome Powell. You know what's worse than high inflation with low unemployment? High inflation and a recession with millions of people out of work. I hope you consider that before you drive the U.S. economy off a cliff.
So she'd rather inflation instead of, she'd rather having inflation that
Yeah.
screw our buying power forever?
I mean, and unfortunately, I already think we're in the recession. Just the numbers haven't come out yet.
They come next month, right?
I can't imagine with this inflation that people have been spending more than they have in the past. I mean, my grandmother was planning to go to Europe this summer, and she called me a few days ago, and she was like, should I be going? And I was like,
Save your money.
save your money. That's exactly what I told her. I'm like, if you don't need to go right now, I don't think this is a quick, there's no quick fix to this issue that we're in right now.
Inflation is a genie that we need to put back in the bottle. It's not easy. Alright, the 7 minute is about to close in 30 seconds. Let's see if I can get the push to fill me in.
Alright, we just got a new 5 minute as well. The last one was a doji there. I'd like to see it push up from here. Rejection off of this area right here. If we break below that 5 minute candle, very, very likely that this is coming to get my stop.
New 7 minute. Let's go. Well, the 15 minutes is pretty young. What is the 5 minutes? So when we can go down up to like 500, and it'll be a normal retracement. But when this thing turns this bearish, the tick chart hasn't broken, well, it's broken zero right now.
Like I said, this low there needs to hold. I also have a little channel there that formed. We'd like to see it continue to hold. I'm not the best at drawing these channels, but get over it.
All right, 60450. I'm gonna attempt the short. The ADD, even though it's going up, is not in a retracement, so I can take a counter trend. And what I want to see is when it gets to 60450, I don't want the tick chart making new highs. That's it. That's what I want. I want price going up, tick chart not going up. That's all I need. 50. I know it's a new candle on the tick. See if I can submit my order.
Got 50 seconds left in this 5-minute.
Yeah. There you go. My order is activated. The 7-minute is still young, so I have plenty of room for it to drop if it wants to drop. Let's say I'm risking $320 because I don't have room for 2 contracts, so I'm doing just 1 contract. All right, I am short NQ and being the risk $320. I need this to move 15 points or something for me to move my stop. All right, so the tick chart does not look bad. Still in the positive territory. But it is what it is. It has to look scary, guys. If it's not scary, it's not a good trade. At the end of the day, it's just one trade. So I'm short from 604.50. It's weird because George is long. Alright, so I am 1-to-1. I'm moving my stop to break even. My target is 538 for a 4-to-1 trade. Let's see if we can get it. If we get like to the 3-to-1, I will start, locking in profit. Let's see. Remember, yesterday I had 3 break-evens. Very frustrating day. But I wanted to, lock in profit. I was counter trend in basically all my trades, like I am today. Like the overall trend is negative, is to the downside, but today's trend is very, very bullish. At least as of round, we were in a dip and now we're back up. So. Alright, next 3 minutes is about to open. I am break even. If this thing keeps going, I won't be risking any money in this trade. Tick chart is not making new lows so far. All right, I'm out break even. Let's see if if it goes deeper into the zone, I can try another attempt. So this is good. Made a new high, and the tick chart did not. So I'm gonna keep my order in. Yeah, I'm back in short. I am back in short. Let's see. All right, I'm almost. I'm gonna be even more aggressive now, moving my stop, because this is the second attempt. All right, I didn't have time to do it. I'm still short. Now I am in the negative. Market continues to go up, but the tick chart does not show any like more strength. All right. Like I've said, I'm gonna be even more aggressive if I'm into profit right now, which it doesn't look like I'm going to be anytime. But if I get into profit, then I'm stopped out for a loss. So the tick chart just made a gap. Oh my God.
Yeah, just got to 3-1, but my final target is 4-1.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm getting a bad rate here.
My target is below tomorrow or yesterday's high, but it is above the overnight high.
I did not have a bad read in the tick chart. Then it made a gap. First time this happens to me. Not only a gap, it made an extreme high. So market are moving aggressively to the upside. Bro, you put the disclosure. You're not look.
Your thing must have restarted or something.
No.
Yeah, you're on a different video.
No.
Yeah, well, let me fast forward.
Oh, right now, yeah.
Alright, for me right now, we're getting a pullback on the tick chart, and that I'd like to see that zero line continue to hold. It previously held at the zero line. So I don't want to see it close below the zero line, because the last pivot low is the zero line. So close below might be a sign of a reversal. Got another 5 points to go. Where's your ATR extension line for the ES? Do you have that?
Yeah. Is 38.05.
Oh, great. Perfect. So.
Yeah, you have like 35 more.
Yeah. Getting a strong push right now. The new 15-minute candle is pushing hard. All right, that is 2R locked in, full target there.
Nice trade.
Can't complain about that.
Yeah. We just reached the ATR extension line for the NQ 650, 11650.
Yeah, we finally have the ES is back in positive territory now with that last push.
Yep.
NQ is up 0.6%. YM is flat, and RTY is still down 0.25%. But everything's certainly moving in the long direction after the move in the overnight to the downside. Let's see if we have any more updated statements from
Powell.
Senator Elizabeth Warren asks Fed Chair Jerome Powell if he expects interest rate hikes to bring down gas and grocery prices. Powell: I wouldn't say so, no.
Who knows? I mean, interest rate just gonna slow the economy. It's gonna kill demand. They cannot lower prices. How are they gonna lower prices? Then we need supply. That's
Yeah.
government work, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. The issue is a supply and demand issue. It has nothing to do with. I'm not going to say it has nothing to do with monetary policy, but
I mean, not crude oil. That's
and not the supply chain issues that we have, that's not a monetary issue either.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only so much the guy can do.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks that he's the only one that can do anything about it. I don't understand why they should be having a Senate hearing to figure out how they're going to fix their side of the problem. Not pass it on to somebody else.
Bro, that's on their executive branch. It's not the legislative. It's not the Congress or Senate to do something, right? It's the executive branch who has to do that.
It's all of them. In my opinion, it's literally all of them. The Congress can put pressure on the executive branch to do stuff.
That's another thing.
The executive branch can put pressure on Congress to do stuff. All right, the question's going to become whether I should have left my runner to go higher. I'm not going to second guess anything I did in the trade, but we're just going to see how high this goes. Let's go back to the 30-minute. We've now broken yesterday's high, which means my next area would be up at 38.06, around there, which is also where Franco has the ATR extension line. So if you're still in this, you should have scaled out some already. That's for damn sure. But I'd be targeting up around 3,800, another 15, 20 points. How'd everyone do out there today? Anybody take anything long? Hopefully you didn't get caught in any bad shorts. Franco took one for break even.
And then the second one again.
Break
for
even.
Loss.
Oh.
So -1 today too. And it's frustrating. I had 484.
All right, all 4 indexes are green right now.
Oh yeah. What a comeback on the RTY.
If you guys take a look at my scenario for today, if I had the pre-market resistance, which it actually broke out of right before the open. And then I had the overnight low as my pre-market support levels. If we got a breakout above and a pullback with confirmation from the internals, I'd try and be long, and that's what happened this time. I'm not always able to get into the trade. I had my next level at yesterday's high, which I had my final target just below that. And we hit full target for a 2R trade. I was risking 400. I made 788. As you guys know, I'm not able to get into trades every day. Like I didn't get any trades yesterday. I'm working on my execution to get into them better. And you got anything?
No, so right now. I'm waiting. See if I can get a retracement, I will be getting into this long. If something changes, I will get in short.
Stay patient, guys.
For now, I'm just sitting put here. Just waiting patiently. Frustrating -1, but it is what it is. So yesterday I had a -1 day. Today -1 so far. I'm gonna continue trading today. Let's see what the markets can give me.
NQ continues to be the strongest. If you're able to get into NQ long, then happy trading.
New 30-minute in 1.5. Yeah, this market is strong today. It's not a 1% market. It looks like a 5% market today. It's very strong.
Yeah, not many pullbacks.
No.
I mean, yesterday's high didn't
Didn't
cause anything.
No, not even a
blew
cough.
right through it.
Yep. So for me, I need the ADQD to give me some sort of retracement, and after that, I will attempt the long. For now, it's not safe for me. It could retrace, or it could just continue to go up. If it continues to go up, that's it for me. I mean, I cannot do anything else. Like I cannot chase price. I don't wanna like a false. I don't want a false retracement, and then I lose another trade. Now my plan accounts for up to 13 or 14 losing trades, and when I get to that drawdown, is very painful. Not only financially, but psychologically is something that I work hard like every day to improve. But yesterday I took 4 trades, 3 break-evens, and today 1 break-even, 1 loser. A lot of break-evens this week. here's the deal. If I jump in, then the market can retrace, right? So the longer I wait, the less probable is the breakout, right? So I'm not a guy that is a huge fan of breakouts. I rather just patiently wait for my trade to develop. And look, we had two massive 30-minute candles.
Extremely massive.
Mm?
Extremely massive.
Yeah. With basically no pullbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky to get into my trade on that pullback. It would have worked out on the breakout as well, but
more risk.
Much more risk.
Now for me, until the ADQD does not show me some sort of retracement, I won't be getting long in this thing. And look, it's killing me because I was neutral in the day, but I was acknowledging the dollar. I was acknowledging that the dollar was dropping. But it is what it is, guys. I'm just a -2R for the week so far. With one trade minimum target, I will be back to break even. So I'm not very worried that the thing is that this week is a short week. That's the only thing that you can, like comment about. So the market's already completed the ATR. If you go see the daily chart, it couldn't be more bullish. For real, it couldn't. We had a massive move down last week. Then we based Friday, and then yesterday we had a huge move up. Now we didn't break yesterday's low. We didn't break yesterday's low, and then we're above yesterday's high. That's a very bullish sign on the daily. And guess what? I don't have anything like 13,000. That's 1,300 points above. Let's say. Let's face it, market has gotten so oversold that we're due for a retracement. That's what everyone is waiting, right? $13,000, even 15,000. Who knows? Apple was -2%. Now it's +1%. Remember, Apple has a huge weight in the market, around 3%. Also, we have crude oil dropping a lot. When I say a lot, yesterday was like, Friday was around 8%. Yesterday flat. Today is like 5%. And that's good for inflation. Hey, you wanna
No
call?
pullbacks.
If you wanna call the morning, I won't be taking anything soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll have a recap today, a little bit later in the afternoon. See if maybe Franco gets into something in the afternoon. I will certainly be done for the day. And catch you guys back here tomorrow. Remember, we started doing pre-market analysis at 9 a.m. And then we start the full live session at 9:20. Thanks again for joining us. Catch you guys next time.
See ya.